Hello everybody, welcome back to the Cocoron playthrough. We are on part number 2. I'm still making my way through the ice/North Pole area with my alien cyborg robot boomerang throwing character. Man, I love this game. It's so awesome. I was gonna do some questions for this playthrough, but whenever I tried to answer one, it's just something gameplay related came up that I had to talk about, because the levels are really short and the bosses come frequently. So I decided not to do any questions, but there is a very long playthrough coming up, so I will be answering a lot of questions then. So if you like the questions, look forward to that playthrough. That'll be coming up sometime soon, I don't know. Here we have the dragon boss. He's trapped himself inside a ice sculpture, and if you hit him enough times, parts of the ice sculpture will break off. You can't actually damage him until you break off all of his armor, the whole ice sculpture thing. He'll start off by throwing just ice chunks at you. Just jump over them or walk under them. It's pretty easy. When you destroy all his armor, he'll move on to his second form, or second phase, where he'll shoot gusts of wind at you. I don't know, something like that. And they're pretty hard to dodge, but you could just take advantage of the fact that the bosses have no recovery time, or no invincibility time, so you can just spam your attack really quickly. That's what I like to do for most bosses. All the bosses I can do it on, which is pretty much all of them. Santa Claus comes in to say hi, and he's gonna make that dragon pull the sleigh. Okay. And the translation says red-nosed reindeer. I don't know why it doesn't say Rudolph. I know it's translated from Japanese to English, but is it called Rudolph in Japanese? I don't know. Is it the same Christmas tale in Japan? I can't say I know, I'm not sure. But, now I'm making a dragon boat character that shoots out pencils. And, I think I named this guy... What's it? Oh! SCC, named after Soma Cruz Kalaim. My very first subscriber, thank you very much. He's a pretty cool dude. I like him a lot. But, this character, not so great. Just the boat part is, it's pretty bad. The only advantage of the boat is, you can float on water, which is kinda useful, I guess. It's not really that useful, but it's sorta useful in certain places. But you won't be using it very much. When you're not on water, you have a very limited jump, and I don't know. I don't really like the boat part. And the dragon head, that looks cool though, so that can stay. I don't know if I mentioned this earlier, but the soundtrack for this game is fantastic. I love it. I have the whole thing on my iPod. I listen to it quite frequently. It's pretty cool. And when I first played this game, this cloud section, when you're on the ground, it doesn't look like you can jump on the clouds. It kind of just looks like they're part of the background. So when I first did this, I was going left and right, just trying to figure out where to go, and I'm like, is this a glitch? Why can't I move anywhere? And then the epiphany came, where I realized you can jump on the clouds. I'm like, oh, this is cool. That was a pretty cool moment. And yeah, I love this game. You can jump on clouds? What other games can you jump on clouds? A lot of them, but it's really cool in this game. I can't say, what other game can you jump on clouds as a boat with a dragon head? If you can name another game that you can do that, I want to play that game. That sounds like a pretty messed up game. And for some reason, the sky just turned from blue to black. I don't know why. Doesn't make much sense to me. Did it go nighttime? I don't really know, because you get to the castle in a few moments, and it goes back to being daytime again. So Does this journey take a very long time? I'm not really sure. This character has quite a bit of health. It's pretty, strong. But, you don't really need that much health for this game. I find that, having 2 full bars is sufficient for pretty much everything. I guess the final boss is pretty hard, so you may want to have a little bit more for that, but other than that, for your basic travel, 2 bars is definitely enough. Are we, like, traveling on the stars right now? Like, look at the ground. It's stars, I guess? So we went so high up into the clouds that we made it to outer space and now we're traveling on the stars? Whoa, that just blew my mind. And now we just entered the palace from the stars? So the palace is so tall that it reaches outer space? Wow. I didn't even think about that until now. That is pretty cool. I guess. That's one big palace. Alright. So I guess the palace reaches all the way up to outer space. Kinda like the Jacob elevator from Mega Man X8. For all 2 of you that played that game. I love that game, by the way. But, now we're taking on the Joker. The Joker is a pretty unique boss fight. The first phase is spades, or he calls upon cards that all have a number on them, like a deck of cards, you know, a standard deck of cards. And it's gonna shoot that amount of spades at you, so it starts out at 1, then goes to 2, then 3, then 4, you get the idea. And it goes all the way up to 10. Once you reach the jack, 2 jack enemies will come out, and you have to defeat them. Then once you kill them, 2 queen enemies will come out. Kill them, and then the Joker will appear. And that's the end of it. I did die to this guy, but I cut out the footage because watching this part again, all the dodging stuff, it's kind of boring. So I decided to cut it out. Once you watch it once, you get the idea. You know how it works. It's not complex. But the jack, it goes down in just a few hits. And you take on the queen, which takes a few more hits, but not that many. Just stay on the ground, you should be okay. Then the Joker comes out. And the Joker is pretty fast. He likes to try to ram into you. So stay on the ground, because I find that if you stand up on the throne chair, he gets to you quicker, so he can damage you more easily. When he tries to ram into you, I find that just walking away, or walking the opposite direction, will get him to miss you, and then he'll go back up to the top of the screen. But yeah, just don't be too aggressive with this guy. Just get your hits in when he comes towards you. Shoot out a bunch of pencils, if that's what you're using. If you have the fully upgraded pencil, this guy is so easy. You'll see why when we take a look at the fully upgraded pencil. It's awesome. But you rescue the king, and he tells you you need to rescue Princess Rua. We won't be doing that for a little while. It is mandatory to rescue her to complete the game, but it sort of feels like a side quest compared to the main stages. I don't know, you just have to go look for her. She's always in the same spot, but the first time it's kind of cool. Now we're making a new character. It's a fighter head with the armor body, using the Melody weapon. And I named this character Asil. And this is named after a person whose username I can't pronounce. If you're watching this, just tell me how to pronounce it. Like, I don't get it. How do you pronounce it? I'm sorry, but I don't know how to pronounce it. I'm not good with big words. I'm not great with pronunciations. I don't know. Please tell me how to pronounce it. Thank you very much. I think this person was my 5th subscriber, so he barely made it into this video. Or this playthrough. But this character has a full life bar. All 5 life bars. 1 max 1 and then 4 in reserve. but I balanced him out by giving him the Melody weapon, which isn't that good. It travels in sort of a wave motion, so I find that it's not effective at killing a lot of enemies, especially the ones on the ground, and it's also not that powerful. When you fully upgrade it, all of the problems are solved, but until then, it's a small projectile, it moves in a weird fashion. I just find that it's not an effective weapon. It's certainly not bad, but it's not great either. So you like, watch, that wasn't a good example, but if you look, you'll see sometimes where I shoot it out and it just goes over the enemies. It's just not a good weapon. And I don't know why I'm killing these armadillo enemies. Or at least I think they're armadillos. I shouldn't be killing armadillos, those are my brothers! I'm killing my brothers and my sisters! Poor armadillos. I'll never kill you in another playthrough again, I promise! But, time is running down. That's the end of this video. Thank you for watching. Feel free to leave a comment. Until next time, this is UAA signing out. I'll see you guys later. Poor armadillos.